We are the Fashion Daddies.
Welcome to the Fashion Daddies podcast, where we talk about all things fashion,
Figure skating,
and fabulousness.
of course, the triple threat.
Well, here we are, continuing to talk about figure skating
Oh, well, of course.
and the Olympics.
What else is going on?
I know. I was telling Daddy Nick that because of the team event and the individual events, that we tend to talk about several of the costumes over and over and over again.
We do.
But it's because they're some of the best costumes and the best costumes, best teams. But we do want to highlight a few that we haven't highlighted.
That's pretty good. I know you were saying, I wonder if you've been a listener
Yes.
of our Fashion Daddies podcast throughout the whole season.
Yeah.
You probably by this time you're like, I've heard this already. But if you haven't and you're new to this and you somehow stumbled because of our Instagrams and TikToks, then you're not new. Then you are new to this.
Yeah.
Really. So I know we might be doing a crossover here.
A little crossover, but hopefully you aren't as exhausted as we are of of the drama of figure skating over the last 2 weeks. So today we're going to talk about the men's event and the pairs event.
Okay, let me just say something before you
Yes.
continue.
Yes.
In the last podcast, before the men's event, I said, hopefully, the drama, something to the effect of, hopefully we're done with the drama, because what was it? It was the ice dance.
Yeah.
Right? And, ooh, girl, France and USA and stuff. And so I was like, I am running out of blood pressure pills.
Yeah.
And CVS is not going to cover it anymore. They're
No
like,
more refills?
No. Yeah, CVS is like, you're done for the year. So, and then of course, be careful of what you say, because what happens then now? The men's drama.
Yes. And then after the men's drama, the pairs drama, which, wasn't quite as extreme as the men's, but there's always, and hello, it's figure skating. When is there not drama? When has there not been drama?
No.
There is always drama, and I think there always will be drama. And I think a lot of that is like what we've been saying, that these are, for the free skate, 4 minutes, for the short program, 2-ish minutes of your life, the biggest moment of your life.
Right.
There's no do-overs. There's no second chances. My sister, who's a casual watcher, as they say, figure skating watcher every 4 years, was asking, well, why in snowboarding and freestyle skiing can they do 2-3 runs? They get to do the best stuff.
That's right. Yeah. Like here's the first run. Here's the second run. Here's the third run. Yeah. So why, Daddy David? Why can't they do it in figure skating?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I think, and sometimes, of course, when our skaters don't do well, I always want them to have a second chance.
Yes.
Like, wouldn't Ilya have wanted a second chance?
Immediately. And he probably would have done amazing.
Yes. So in those situations, I'm like, I think it would be kind of interesting to see what would happen if they were given a second chance. Now,
do you take the best score, obviously, out of the two, like in the other? Other sports?
You can take the best. I would say take the best score, the best skate. But I mean,
those are going to be long events.
Exactly. So that's the problem. It would need to be like, there's no way. And as far as TV and
we would watch. But as far as like attending, I mean, our friend Johnny went to Milan and he paid $800 per event. So, I mean, I guess, the Olympics people would be happy because they'd be getting some more money out of people. But, that's way too we've got mortgages to pay.
Yeah. So we have to settle with the drama of the one skate, which isn't such a bad thing because, it always keeps figure skating, Olympic figure skating, exciting. It's just a little stressful.
It is. And I think Tara and Johnny have said it, and they've said it, that it's the Olympics. And, you know, especially for first-timers, it's you can't even begin to explain what happens when you get on that ice, and all of that like brings onto your mind, your head, your mental health, your body like is shaking. You know, it's a whole, you know, people talk about nerves in public speaking, or you know, going on TV, and I've always had, especially going on TV, doing live TV. I have done it for 3 hours straight hosting, and I got an Emmy for it. But let me tell you, you got some nerves. You know, you do. The nerves come, and then you fight, or what is it? Fight or flight. Comes in, and you're like, I ain't got a second chance. This is it. So I guess it's our own version of that, but I can only I can't really imagine.
It's because
for the Olympics,
we're so stressed out just watching them, let alone being them. I can't imagine what it would be like.
Do you think, I know there's been some talk, sorry, we're going to get to the costumes, but there's been some talk, and please chime in, let us know what you think, that there's been some talk that a lot of it has been the social media. For example, just bringing it up because we're talking about the men's, and we're talking about the men's final in Ilya, that, and I've seen a video from Benoit Richaud, the hot choreographer, the bald
French choreographer,
with all the outfits, outfit changes, and even Raphael Aratunian saying that it's a whole different world, and that social media played a big part, especially pertaining to Ilya, on what happened. And do you think that somehow these skaters, especially these top level skaters, need to just be off the grid, and how could they do that? I know that this is a whole TED talk.
No, I mean, I do think it contributes. I do think that they should be off the grid, but it is very, very hard, as you know. And to be honest, it happened prior to social media. Michelle Kwan would cloister herself before the Olympics and really try and shut out the noise and everybody. And listen, it got to her. It will find a way.
It will. No, this is anyway. It will. It will find a way.
But social media for sure,
and it can be done. Kaori Sakamoto, I believe, for an example, does not even have an Instagram account. Or maybe she has a private one. You know, but it's not. She's not out there, but she can do press and do this. You know, but
I don't know.
I think it's a lot. It's a lot.
It's.
I mean, Ilya talking to Snoop Dogg and doing this and doing that, and Stanley Tucci and all of that. It's like, girl, let him. Girl.
I know.
Like, let him just have, his mental health moments.
And then there's the whole debate of wanting to take advantage of all these opportunities, but then keeping your mental health intact. So it's a balance. It's hard. I can't even imagine. But as you know, he did not win the gold medal.
No, he did not.
Mikhail Shadorov he didn't come out of nowhere, because he's been doing great. But it was obviously shocking that he won the gold. Yuma was not a surprise to win the silver, but the way he got there was unconventional.
Yeah, he took several streets. Yes. He took a couple streets to get there, but he did get there.
And Shun Sato, who got the bronze.
2 Japanese in the top 3, and then somebody representing Kazakhstan, a Kazakhstani.
Yes. Pretty amazing.
Amazing, yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, we're going to get to talking about the costumes, and we are going to do our bronze, silver, and gold again.
Okay, let's do it.
And somebody that we haven't talked about, who is getting the bronze from us, is Donovan Carrillo
from Mexico.
Daddy
David, I can't believe we've never talked about him.
I know. I think you have talked about him on your blog.
Or I've written about him.
But never on this podcast, not this season.
Wow.
I know.
Wow.
And he is such a star.
A performer. I mean, if any ice skating production, has a show, they've got to put him in it. He has to be in it because he's show-stopping. He performs to the rafters, to the nosebleed seats, and on top of that, he also gives you a quad.
Yeah.
So, not only is he show-stopping, he's also has his technicals in there.
Yeah. And he does always have great costumes, and no exception this season.
Yeah.
I loved his short program costume.
The hip hip chin chin.
Hip hip chin chin.
I remember you saying that was one of your favorites.
Yeah. And it reminded me of what Adam Rippon wore to the Olympics that season.
Oh. Okay.
Very, very heavily beaded.
Yes.
Or crystallized, I should say.
Right.
Heavy crystals. And Donovan's was great. It was like a black base with black mesh and had beautiful purple, turquoise, silver crystals.
Yes.
In a wavy pattern down his body.
It was beautiful. It gave me just enough, sparkle.
Yeah.
Figure skating sparkle, and then kind of a vintage feel to it. An Adam Rippon vintage. Sorry, Adam. A vintage aspect to it, and it was just right, especially for something like Hip Hip Chin Chin.
Yeah.
It was like I felt like I was in a fabulous cruise ship.
Yeah.
Figure skating show.
Yeah.
But not just any other, not a C-list one. This was A-list.
Yeah. No, yes, because it's these costumes, are gorgeous.
Yes.
It's not just something you can pick up at your local cruise ship.
It's probably not in the budget of a Carnival cruise production. That's for sure. In fact, this one was created and made by an Atlanta designer who's known for his figure skating costumes, Brad Griffiths.
Okay.
And if you know his name or remember it, he also created costumes for Gracie Gold.
Oh, yes.
Back in the day.
Well, she always had gorgeous costumes.
So he knows his stuff.
Yeah. Definitely knows his stuff. This was amazing. Perfect for Donovan. And like I said, I just love this style. Andrew Torgashev wore a style similar to this.
Right.
Very body hugging, just all black with heavily encrusted top. His was gold, but the style, it just works.
Yeah, I love it.
Almost every time. Like male figure skaters, if you want a costume that's not going to go wrong,
right,
this is it.
Just a lean, tight, second skin, bodysuit of a top with beautifully placed crystals / beads.
Yeah.
Do it.
Well, then his free skate costume was to Elvis.
Yes, it was. An Elvis medley.
Bit of an Elvis medley. And of course, perfect, costume for that. Black pleather, kind of had that rocker motorcycle, Elvis motorcycle-y pleather vibe.
Yes, it did. The sleeves were pleather. It had the collar, which, if you remember, Elvis would pop.
Yeah.
The collar. It was, again, lean. It fit right, so the fit was new. It just looked fresh and young, like a young Elvis.
Young Elvis.
Not the one where you smelled the liquor and the pills.
No, this is definitely early Elvis.
Right.
The body silhouette alone.
Oh, yes, correct.
He had black mesh down the side, which really, showed his body, and was just a little figure skating touch along with some crystals, but it was perfect.
Yeah, it was just right. And then the topper was his pompadour, which is just his regular hairstyle, but it was perfectly Elvis to it. And now this one was designed by another designer, one who literally should be, we always talk about Lisa McKinnon being the queen.
Yeah.
This guy is the king. Yeah. Matthew Caron and his company Feeling, which is Montreal based, he created this Elvis costume. So merci, congratulations. We want to, as much, whenever we can, find out who the costume designers are. That's what we're here for, and to give you guys and gals props.
Those two were busy. They clearly are busy every season, but I would assume an Olympic season, you're like frenzied to get everything perfect. And obviously the skaters want everything perfect.
This is, by the way, this is the guy who did the Chalk and Bates.
Yeah.
And the Matador and the
Hello.
skirt.
Yeah. Amazing. Okay, so coming in with the silver medal is... Do you want me to tell you?
Can I peek?
Sure.
Oh, I just peeked.
Junwon Cha.
Of the Republic of Korea.
Yes.
Can we just take a moment and give an ovation to his blouses?
Yeah.
That's why he's here. That's why.
His signature. And I feel like they just keep getting better and better every season. I mean, it's something that he started with. I don't know when he started it, but it's been a while. And
it's become his thing, his signature.
His signature. And he was just so smart to stick with it because it's so different than everybody else. And these are just so interesting because when you really look at them, there's so many elements. Almost a 3D effect with a lot of the things.
Oh, for sure. There's so much texture.
Yeah.
And like you said, so much 3D effect, and it's just beautiful.
Yeah.
What all the texture and the elements of each blouse do while he skates, and how they figured this out, that this was a way to showcase texture, movement, 3D-isms. On a male skater. I thought that these were just fabulous.
Yeah, well, the short program was a dark purple, and most of the detail was along the back, which was very interesting.
Yeah.
And the front was actually quite simple. It did have beads trailing down the front.
Yeah.
Black and silver beads. But the majority of all the trim was on the back, and he had beautiful ribbons hanging off and silver, I don't know if it's chain or what, just woven throughout.
And that the sequin work on that, the beading, it's couture level. It is just couture. We were just looking at an auction of Muna Ayub, a famous couture client, and she bought from this infamous John Galliano Dior couture collection, the clochards, the homeless. And it's like things look ripped and shredded, but then you look close and it's made out of like $10,000 worth of Lesage beading.
Yes.
It's just incredible. And this is what it, especially the back of this blouse, this blue blouse gives me.
And every time I look at them, there's something else. Like I just noticed that the sleeves had slits, so there were openings along the sleeves. Very period, that very period sort of look. So just gorgeous. And then another one for his free skate, which was to Moulin Rouge.
Oh.
And this was cream. Yeah. And he usually goes black or cream.
Right.
Even though it was a deep purple, but there was a lot of black in that short program. And this is like a cream, or I don't know, it could have been white, but it
like an ivory. It looks kind of ivory-ish.
But again, just so many little details. There's just this little bow on the shoulder that comes out of nowhere.
And then the necktie.
And
then, there's ties all over. And in fact, they just, when he skated, it was like another part of the skate. And at times you thought that there would be a Chalk and Bates skirt cape moment where it would get into his face or he would somehow, I don't know, get stuck in it.
Yeah.
But no, it continued flowing with him. This one in particular was one of my favorites.
Yeah, and the other thing I loved about this one was his lace gloves.
Yeah,
which really added a special little touch to it.
Yeah,
so great.
It was modern. It was directional, but sexy, classic, and feminine, and then couture. Like all those words. If you ask me, like, give me 5 words to describe this, and from what I've researched, this Junwon Cha's designer, now I'm sorry if I mispronounce her name, Bae Kyung-sol, And she's been noted to be the one who came up with this.
Right.
With these blouses, these iconic blouses, signature blouses for Jung-Won Cha. And thank goodness that they did it. Because it's just like nobody else can wear these blouses.
No.
It's just him. It's just
Yeah.
He should release a collaboration.
He should.
With her.
Yes.
Of these blouses.
Of ready to wear. Or couture, whatever, to be worn.
To be worn.
On the streets.
Oh, yeah, because I could see a lot of guys wear this. I could see those NFL guys, when they do their walk, wearing that gorgeous Jung-Won Cha blouse.
Or under a jacket.
Oh, I want one.
I know. That's a really good idea. He should. And wasn't he voted most attractive athlete of the Olympic Games?
Oh, was he?
I think he was.
Yeah, I mean, he looks like a...
Now, that could have just been an internet thing where somebody did that, but I thought I read something like that because he's so gorgeous.
He looks like a doll. He's like a K-pop doll.
Yeah.
Like if all else fails, Jung-Won Cha.
Oh, well, he already does models. So,
now pretend to sing.
Right. Right.
Hello. Gorgeous. So he gets the silver.
He gets the silver, and then for gold, we'll go over very quickly because we have talked about these endlessly. But I had to give Ilya Malinin the gold because he has really given us these amazing costumes this whole season.
Yes, he has.
This is the second set. He had a first set, which we really liked, and they were just so elevated and so cool, and just I think that hopefully they define him, and these costumes define his style moving forward, because we assume even if he hadn't lost and he had won the gold, he was going to continue on for at least another quad. So I'm hoping he continues this style. And if you don't already know, we've talked about it a million times, but the first one had a very gladiator feel, but it was more of a gamer character, wasn't it?
I think so. Yeah, a gamer, but it gave you medieval.
Yeah.
It gave you a little bit of Dune, gladiator. You've got those kind of belts, looks like belts, covering his chest, his upper body, torso, and then there's ties all over his arms, as well as down the leg of his pants. There's a lot of detail, but even for us, you know, normally I'd be like, take this off, take this off, take this off, but we liked this.
Yeah.
It's strong and powerful, and these are the images that you see in the newspapers or in on the web, whoever reads newspapers anymore. But these are the photographs that go all over the world, and you don't want that photograph, that cover, whether it's good or bad, to be you in a black Ross Dress for Less shirt. Okay.
And it told a story. The costume told a story. And it helped tell the story that he was trying to tell at this Olympics, was not just within the skate, but that I am a gold medal skater.
Yes.
Now, unfortunately, that's not what happened.
No.
But he presented it, and it worked.
We give him points. We give him a gold medal for presentation.
Yes.
Yes, he gets a 10.
All right.
He gets a 10 for presentation, both his short and then that free. The free costume. We've talked about it before. We just think it's haute couture, beautiful, stunning, and it's by Japanese designer Satomi Ito.
To me, it was
gorgeous.
Taking that style of costume that I love, which is the beaded top that's very form-fitting, and they kind of bumped it up to the next level. There was these great 3D elements, the high neck, very, I don't know, I'm probably wrong by saying it's Game of Thrones, but it's got that power,
Yeah, no, it does. And there's a little bit of sort of interstellar aspects to it. What I really, really appreciated, and this is so subtle, that it's a top and pants. But you notice that the sequence and the gold and the beading and the detail, the design, then was finished off at the waist of the pants. So it gave you, from far away, it looked like a jumpsuit. It looked like either a jumpsuit or the top just continued down. So it finished off. Whereas if they didn't finish that detail at the waist of the pants, the print, quote unquote, would have been cut off. I thought that is what made it's almost like it mitered.
Yeah.
It matched, it mitered. Look it up, guys. It's like when the stripes match.
Yeah.
This matched.
And done in a V V shape,
right.
which was really great instead of just being straight across. It was really great. So didn't win the gold, but again won the gold from us, from the Fashion Daddies.
We'll send it to you, Ilya. Tell us where to send it to.
Tell us where to
our gold award. What would that look like?
What would just
our faces on it, like
two
that?
little Fashion Daddies, two little figurines.
Can you imagine? He showed this to Raphael and be like, "What is that?" He's like, "These two gays gave me this." Wait, did I just do Ilya with an accent? Sorry.
All right, so on to pairs. We're going to do men and pairs.
Oh, we are? Okay. All right, because it just happened.
It did.
Oy.
We just watched it today. And again, it was dramatic, but the Japanese came out on top.
Yay!
Yes.
I was crying, and so was he.
I know, it was so cute.
Oh my God, he was a mess, but it was such a good way, and we were crying. It was so, I mean, they were down to what? Were they like 6th or 7th or something? And they needed a heck of a lot of points to get to the top. And OMG, when they skated that free skate and it got over an 80, I was like, I hate saying this, but I was kind of wishing, hoping, and praying that everybody else was gonna mess up, because I wanted them to win. They won, so
they deserved it.
They so deserved it.
Yeah, and you always want the winner to have such an amazing skate, such an iconic skate, and they did. So it was great. But we are going to give out bronze, silver, and gold for the costume.
Okay,
and
so we just got to pick 3 out of all the pairs that skated.
Yes.
Okay.
And our bronze medal for costumes goes to Diana Stellato-Dudek and Maxime Deschamps.
Yay!
Yes. And this really is because, well, no, she looked great, but it's also because of the spotlight it put on costumes.
Correct. Yeah.
And it really did what it was supposed to do, which was highlight these beautiful
work that
couture,
goes into costuming. Figure skaters,
and being done by Oscar de la Renta, the team, the design house of Oscar de la Renta, and they were beautiful. We talked about them before in an earlier podcast, but she, I mean, first of all, she's a diva, an icon, amazing for even making it to the games after getting injured earlier,
and flying all the way back to Milan, and then
and I think that as much as I love the gold costume, the short, it's beautiful up close and with its details. It's the red one that really,
the free one,
really pops for me. Just because of the color against her skin, just beautiful at the neck. I thought they were great.
Thousands and thousands of beads. And handwork into both of these costumes. The gold short one to Carmina Burana. When you see these, they look almost like seashells, and they talk about mitering. Look at the back. There's pictures of the back with the invisible zipper, and they match. And they were all hand done. There's a video of somebody from the Oscar de la Renta atelier in New York placing the bead by hand with the thread and needle, not glue. And I don't know how that stretched and gave, but OMG, I mean, it was couture level quality for this skating costume. It was just beautiful. And like you said, the red one, I love the red, the one shoulder, and then the flower right at the neck as well.
And you could tell the difference between these costumes and everybody else. The level of design as far as I don't know. There was just something very couture and fashion about them. The non-use of stretch fabric, which is just so unheard of. Like, looking at these, and you're just like, how do they not stretch or
don't
not stretch?
Ask me. I know.
So it was very, very interesting to bring.
I don't think there was
style.
Lycra. I don't think there was Lycra.
I don't think so.
I mean, I think it could probably is anathema to Oscar de la Renta. They're like, we are not using Lycra, y'all. Like,
and maybe it didn't stretch as much as she would like, but it was worth it to her, to wear these couture level costumes.
Yeah.
And we said in the other podcast they were, what did we say? $50,000 to $100,000.
Yeah.
Enormous price tag like that. So wow,
it was all hand done.
Amazing.
I mean, yeah, it's crazy, and like you said, it did bring a spotlight to it. We loved it because we're, fashion daddies. So when we heard Oscar de la Renta, we're like, what?
Yeah.
Come again? And listen, there might be people out there be like, I don't see a difference.
Yeah.
Like, how do you know it is something that we just know? I hate to tell you.
And if
you can just tell, right, David? It's like you can't really explain.
Right.
You'd really have to, for the non-people, you'd have to have one. You'd have
right
to be
in front of
right
you.
in front of you. For us, we know.
Yeah.
We've had 40 plus years of experience. We can see it from far away.
Yeah.
But for everybody else, you probably have to, okay, I get it.
You see the level.
Yeah.
It's just amazing.
Yeah.
All right. Well, coming in with our silver medal is I really have grown to love not just this team, but these costumes.
Yeah.
Haas and Veloden.
From Germany.
Yes.
Yes.
And they almost got the gold.
Oh, did they? That close.
Well, no, because they got the bronze, but they came into the free skate.
Oh, you mean in skating? Oh, I thought in your
No.
costumes. Oh, yeah, they did. They almost did.
Yeah.
Because they did a great, phenomenal short. They were number one.
Yeah.
They were at the top.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, they did almost get my gold for the costumes too. And part of it was just like their short program, costumes were gold medal to me. And she was wearing this gorgeous red dress, had a deep V, kind of classic in the front with this sweetheart neckline that came into a deep V, and very high neck, but when she turned around, it was completely backless. Just, it created this beautiful look. It reminded me of Nancy Kerrigan again. It had that feel to it.
It did.
Very regal. So she looked spectacular. She had the perfect red lip to match it.
Yes.
But to me, the star was
Nikita
Veloden.
Okay. I'm glad you agreed. Do you notice I was a little not so loud, my usual loud? I was like, Nikita?
Because he looks so amazing in these black mesh illusion, almost see-through backs, which he did both in the short and the free, to show his amazing torso. Yeah. But in the short program, he had beautiful beadwork right down the center back.
Yeah, that was gorgeous.
Which was so gorgeous. But that wasn't even my favorite part.
Oh.
My favorite part.
There's more?
Take note, all male skaters.
Oh, hold on. Let me get my pad and paper.
He had these high-waisted pants which fit perfectly, and then red bias binding that almost looked like a belt.
Right.
So none of this famous Ross dress for less belt situation.
Goodness.
And then a couple buttons which mimicked a very Spanish toreador pant.
Yeah.
A tango. They were doing a tango pant.
Yeah.
But the high-waisted pant, you just aren't seeing male figure skaters wear that much these days.
No.
In fact, we were just laughing hysterically the Georgian skater.
Oh my God. Luca Berulava. Like if you watch Luca, like when he comes onto the ice with her, you literally can see where his natural waist is supposed to be.
Yeah.
And I visually saw 4 inch of space. Like this is where his pants started, but this is where they should have started.
And the pants have this fake belt
on them,
which is
a fake Ross Dress for Less belt. You can't get any. You can't make it up.
So Nikita gets 5 stars, gold medal.
It's as if we stumbled. We are in Buenos Aires, and we had some wonderful chimichurri dinner, and then stumbled onto a tango show, but a late night one. Picture that. And then he appears. Those high-waisted pants, they are so like the tango dancer, and then his slick, I mean, it's like oil, like petroleum in his hair, slicked back, and the sheer blouse with the 28-inch waist. I mean, he was just like, just you wait. I mean, I'm telling you, he was straight up. I mean, he might be Russian, I mean German, both, but he was straight up like giving you Buenos Aires.
Yeah.
Like yo soy de Argentina. Yeah, totally.
It was great. He was great. And the free skate costumes were great. We had actually talked about them before.
Yeah, we did.
But again, she had that plunging back, which I have no idea how that stays up.
No idea. Take a look, because I don't think that there's a clear, invisible, elastic strap holding one side to the other, but somehow it's curved so perfectly around here, then curves down. And I'm sorry, when you're moving, that thing is gonna slip down, but somehow it does not.
It doesn't.
It is a technical feat.
Yeah.
Whoever did that. Actually, I know who did that. Astray Couture.
That makes sense. Yes. Well, it was beautiful, and his again was a very tight, sexy top with the see-through back.
Right.
So just great.
And the kind of draping, or I don't know if it's like. Not piping. What do you call that when it's stitched right on top? I just love that detail. Where on her it's gathered, but his has a different kind of texture to it as well. I love it.
And I think it's great because you do see Astray Couture, Brady Tennell. You see hints of that here. So the style of these designers that really sort of dictate also the mood of the skate.
Right.
So I hope they stick with Astray Couture and continue to develop this style, because they're an amazing team, and
they are.
I didn't realize what a new team they were. So hopefully they'll continue on and keep skating, because we want to see more beautiful costumes.
Yeah, and they're going to do great. And I love her. When you watch them first come out, I always say to Daddy David, you do not want to mess with her.
No.
Like you could just tell, because she's the one who always, and you see this in pairs, when you see a strong female of the pair, where she turns, she always, as they're about to skate, always, she's the one saying the last words to the guy, and she's just like, and I love her. She's so German. I could just see it's like Heidi Klum, just being, don't mess up. And she does it with a smile. Like you could just see, like she is, girl, I love her. She's the diva. There's always, especially in Paris, like Diana Stellato.
Yeah.
And then I think Minerva. She's one of those for sure.
Amazing.
Yeah.
All right. Well, our gold medal for the individual event in pairs costume award
goes to
Riku Miura and Ryuichi Kihara.
Aww. Yay!
Let's see if he cries over getting our award. He cried over the gold medal. I mean, these costumes have continued to grow on me this whole entire season. I love them. I love how they are united but different at the same time. I have continually said that hers reminds me of a malachite stone. And
it looks marble. It looks
very
like marble.
Marble.
Yeah.
And you said Pompeii.
Like a fresco.
Yeah. And they skated to Gladiator.
Right.
So it was right on theme. Just so many elements in her dress.
Notice the subtle kind of gladiator. I don't want to say corset, but armor. Thank you.
Yes,
very subtle, but it's in there. The princess seaming and then the center front seaming. It's there, and then done in a very directional modern way.
Yeah, and his cross draped front was beautiful. Brought in with some of the beadwork that matched her beadwork. It was Olympic gold level.
It was a 10.
Yeah.
It was a 10.
Costumes. So they won the gold, and they won the gold from us. Yep.
For sure.
Amazing.
These are gorgeous, classic. They need to go straight into a museum in Tokyo.
Yeah. And we'll see if they continue skating.
Right.
I can't imagine that they wouldn't.
I don't see.
Know.
No, I know. I don't know.
I don't know.
Do you think that they wouldn't? No?
Maybe. I don't know. We're going to wait and see.
Okay.
We're gonna wait and see. Everybody has to go to the Worlds, and we'll see who shows up at the Worlds. Ilya already said he is. So we'll see who else comes. And then, of course, we still have the women's event to go to. Our very last. We made it, Daddy Nick. We made it.
I love that you said that we have to go to the women's event in our family room, in our TV room.
We have to wake up.
We made
9
it
in the morning.
We did. We made it.
Yes.
We survived. My pill CVS subscription didn't make it, but we did. Yeah, we did.
And this is the biggie. It's the women's event.
Amber Glenn,
what
Alyssa Liu,
waiting for Isabeau
Levito, the Russian girl.
I'm really hoping Isabeau, who has had the least amount of pressure on her this whole 2 weeks, just comes out and just blows everybody out of the water. I mean, I want all three of them to do great, and of course, I want Kiori to do great because
there's Kiori.
I mean,
hello,
everybody. So there's a lot to get to.
Okay,
I know.
We need to get our rest.
I'm exhausted.
I know, I'm exhausted. Let me tell you.
All right, guys. Thank you again for tuning in.
Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. And tell us. Leave your comments. Tell us what you thought of the costumes as well.
Yes, and we'll be back with the women's.
Until then,
ciao.
Ciao. The Fashion Daddies is created and hosted by David Paul and Nick Varios. It's produced, edited, sound mixed, and scenic designed by David Paul. I'm just here to entertain.